All right, hey you guys, this is Cobra Awesome, and as I promised, I was going to return with the rant videos. It's been a while since I ranted on television, especially Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney Channel. So I'm finally back with the flow. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into this video. So to start off, as the return of these rant videos, I'm gonna be starting off ranting about Cartoon Network. Now, before I get started, I just want to say thank you all for the support throughout this year. As I said a few videos ago, this year has been rough for me. I've been through a lot, but but not only that, but this week marks the 10th anniversary of my channel, and it's hard to believe that I've been on this platform for almost 10 years now. And it's mostly due to the rants that you guys all know and love me for. So that's why I'm back. I'm doing it, to celebrate the 10th anniversary of me being on YouTube. So thank you all for the support, and I will continue to give you more and more videos, mostly on rant videos from now on. So thank you for the support. All right, so where do I start with Cartoon Network now? So I'll give you guys a backstory. If you guys have been watching me for a long time since the beginning. So back in like 2017, I decided to rant on television, especially on Cartoon Network, because that year was the roughest year, like the most disgusting year for Cartoon Network. And it was mostly due to them airing nothing but Teen Titans Go. I'm sure you guys remember that time. Like, it was really, really bad. 2017 was really, really bad with Cartoon Network. It was just nothing but Teen Titans Go, like, nonstop. Like, they never even gave any else show to air, never gave a show a chance. Like, it was just nothing but Teen Titans Go. And when I started ranting videos on Cartoon Network, I never would thought like I would get like this many views, because before rants, I was doing Nintendo videos, me talking about Nintendo and playing the games like Mario and stuff like that. And I did get a good amount of views, but not as much as what the rants are, especially on Cartoon Network. So you guys love me for these rants, as I said, and you guys requested me to rant on this or rant on that, even to this day. And I do appreciate that. But as I'm looking back at these things right now, especially these days, these videos, like I was saying to myself, like I need to come back and do these videos for y'all, because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be talked about, especially this. So for the past like 2 months now, well, almost 3 months, I would say, I've been watching a lot of Cartoon Network, especially the good old days, the Powerhouse era. That's my all-time favorite era, hands down. That's the Cartoon Network I know and recognize. That's the Cartoon Network I grew up with, and I'm sure many of you guys too who grew up with that era. It's a classic; it never gets old. So I've been watching it on YouTube for the past like 3 months, as I said, and I absolutely enjoy it. It never gets old. The promos and bumpers never gets old. It's still fun to look at. It never gets boring. I always feel entertained every time when I watch that era time. It's awesome. But nowadays with Cartoon Network, I just I can't watch the new stuff they have nowadays, especially like the promos. Like the announcer would say, like, watch the Amazing World of Gumball on your Cartoon Network, and the promos, like, it looks so boring. It feels lazy, like edited together, and you could just tell like they just don't care. Like, there's no heart, there's no passion in there, there's no effort, there's no hard work put into those promos and bumpers. It's just there to just say, you're watching Cartoon Network and that's it. And even and nowadays, like, even like when the show would end, you won't see like a crossover with the characters interact with each other like what you used to see it, back then. Like, every time when a show would end, you'll see a crossover with like any of the characters, talking, interact with each other. You will see like a music video, like the groovy stuff, like you will see like a promo or a bumper or like a skit with the characters, you know, and at the end it would say like Cartoon Network, the best place for cartoons. Like you don't really see any of that stuff anymore on Cartoon Network, and it's really sad. It's a shame. Like nowadays, it just feels so boring, and it feels less like it just it's it's unbelievable, and I can't watch these new promos and bumpers nowadays. I can't. Um, but back in the days, like the Cartoon Network knew that they were the best place for cartoons. They advertised it. They knew exactly what they were doing. They they had variety of shows. They had the blocks. They just kept you entertained. Like you had cartoonnetwork.com, RIP, and you had Cartoon Network Studios, RIP. Like you had something back then with this channel, and it's not just only nostalgia. It's just how it was. I mean, like it like the hard work and effort was put into this channel, and they knew exactly what they were doing, as I said. But these days, I mean, yeah, nowadays, like they'll have a little variety in there, but I feel like that's just not enough. Like I feel like they like more needs to happen, but I don't think it's not gonna happen, and I don't think it's never gonna happen because look at what the entertainment industry is nowadays. Like with these apps like Disney Plus and movies and streaming and stuff like that. So Cartoon Network is never gonna go back to the way they were back in the days, and which is a shame. And I really feel like us '90s and early 2000s kids, we had it like so freaking good back in the days with Cartoon Network. I mean, yeah, we had like the other channels like Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, we had Toon Disney, we had the Kids WB, we had like a great quality of TV entertainment back in the days, but nowadays we just don't have it like that, and it's really sad. It's a shame because these days, like as adults, like as we are right now, we just want to come home to relax and chill and relieve the stress, from work or at home, or because bills got to be paid and stuff like that. We want to come and sit down and relax and enjoy our favorite TV show or a movie or a video game or something, but nowadays we're just getting trash, 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 trash. I said it in many of these videos. That's all we're getting is just trash, 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 trash. And it's really sad. And this is what Cartoon Network is nowadays. And I was shocked when I heard that the website like cartoonnetwork.com is shut down, and Cartoon Network Studios is closed down because of the merger with Warner Brothers. Like so, and I heard about excuse me. I heard about like Cartoon Network is gonna be shut down, like the channel itself. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe it could be a rumor, but man, it's a shame how this channel is nowadays. But I feel like the worst time of this channel was back in 2017 when they just aired nothing but Teen Titans Go. Like we had like the worst president who run the channel, Christina Miller. I don't want to go into details about this chick. Like I don't want to talk about her, but she basically just ruined the channel and made all the wrong decisions. And it seemed like she was obsessed with Teen Titans Go, and that's why you saw it a lot back in 2017. And even after like Teen Titans Go, like Cartoon Network was still doing a lot worse. Like, they have the Cartoonito thing, and they had like this block called Acme Night, which I thought it was something like the Acme Hour, from back in the good old days. But they were airing like live action shows and movies like Spider-Man and Wipeout, and I'm like, what is this? This is not the Cartoon Network I know, and. But I but I think the real downfall was back in 2009 when they aired CN Real. Um, I think that was like the biggest mistake that Cartoon Network ever did by just airing live action shows, because it's Cartoon Network. Like, it's supposed to be 24 hours of nonstop funny cartoon entertainment. Like, it's not supposed to be live action. Like, that could have been, those shows could have been on Nickelodeon or Disney Channel. That would have been great, but not on Cartoon Network. Like, if it was like cartoons like interact with real life people, you know, if they came up with that kind of idea, then it would have been acceptable to watch. But it was just nothing but live action, and those shows wasn't even all. Those shows that they aired on CN Real wasn't even all that great. Like, the show that I liked it was Brain Rush, because of roller coasters and because I love roller coasters and stuff. But the other shows like the Destroy Build Destroyed and I forgot the other shows from CN Real, but I don't really care about it. But yeah. So Cartoon Network, like, nowadays, they suck. Like, that's, I'm gonna just say it, like, they suck. Like, especially like the promos and bumpers. It's, I can't, as I said, I can't watch it. Like, it's too cringe to watch. It feels less exciting. It feels less entertaining. It feels boring. It feels lazy, and they 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 just don't care. They don't care at all. And it's really sad. Um, yeah. I, I've been watching a lot of Cartoon Network back in the days, especially during especially during Powerhouse, and so compared to nowadays, like, it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same. Uh, it just doesn't feel the same. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I have to say on this rant video here. Um, yeah, Cartoon Network, like, it's Cartoon Network still sucks nowadays, and it's a shame, because this was the channel that I was very close to since I was a kid, and I'm sure many of y'all too. Um, they were so great back in the days with the right people, um, who cared, and nowadays, like, these people who used to work at Cartoon Network, like, they retired, they now have children, they work for a different company, like, they have a new chapter, then a new era, you know. But yeah. So anyway, post a comment down below, and let me know how y'all feel about Cartoon Network, like this, like, nowadays still. Like, do you think that they still suck? Um, do you still enjoy the good old days from Cartoon Network? Post a comment down below. Um, Next up, I'm gonna be talking about Nickelodeon, because Nickelodeon definitely needs to be talked about. Like, they need to, yeah. I'm sure you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Like, Nickelodeon, they're they're way too out of control. So stay tuned for that. But Cartoon Network is first up. So yeah. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for more rant videos. This is just the beginning, so stay tuned for more videos. I look forward to doing them. Take care, guys. Bye.